crunk.
Are those sunglasses? What is that?
Oh, yeah. I got these at Toys R Us.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Nice. All right, so I got a question while we kick this panel off.
Booyah.
Who here thinks that they traveled the furthest to get to MLP-msp? All right.
All right.
How far did you travel?
California.
What part of California?
I live like 2 blocks away.
Oh. Is California a joke to you? It's a joke to us, and we're from there, so yeah. It should be a joke to the rest of you.
We're?
Huh?
What do you mean we're?
We as in me-er. Me. Just.
Yeah.
I'm from North Carolina. He's from Maryland.
Well, technically, I'm from England, Jersey, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, it's where you traveled from.
Where I traveled from.
Yeah.
MD.
Wada?
Are you still having the board material?
Yes. Even though we're out of the drought, but now they're like, let's just get back into the habit. All right, so we have 2 blocks away. Anyone from further away? Yes. An hour. All right. I'm going to just take this call with Gabe now.
Gabriel Brown.
Hello?
All right. So, yeah, this is a How to YouTube panel. I guess we're going to just start right now.
Yes,
while we
Fluttershy
wait
shirt.
for Saber and Race.
It's
Yes, Fluttershy shirt. Go ahead.
your hall. It's the same, like I said, same room as this morning.
Saberspark.
We did.
Yeah.
Permission to take the mic to the
No.
No.
Gwen?
Though you have Best Pony on your shirt. Yes. What do you say?
Gabe's lost.
Again?
Lost? How did you
He's
get lost?
lost
We were just
so-
in here.
Paleo, I try not to question things, all right? Okay, so an hour away. Can anyone beat an hour drive? Anyone?
Anyone beat an hour
Are
drive?
you all okay? How about you? 4 hours. Can you beat that?
4-hour
Can you
drive.
beat 4 hours?
Okay.
Were you close? 3 hours?
3-hour drive? Okay.
What about Burger Man? How far did you travel to get here? The nearest McDonald's?
He's just gonna say yep.
2.5 hours.
Okay. Not
right.
bad. Not bad.
Cool.
Did everybody drive here besides us?
This is a very local type convention. Who does
Rainbow
that?
Dash.
Ooh, Rainbow Dash. Yeah. So this is the How to YouTube panel.
Yes.
I'm gonna set up an extra
Yeah,
chair.
go ahead.
So I'll let you take it away.
All right.
This one
So, yeah.
side.
Yeah,
just-
we've got 2 over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't see the other one. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. Done.
Okay.
So where did Saber go?
Saber went to get a
went to get a
drink.
drink.
He was like, I need a drink.
He's having.
Really?
What did you tell him this panel was going to be? That he's like, I need alcohol.
I don't know.
Why did he? Okay, whatever. We don't need him.
We don't need him.
Yeah.
We're much more qualified, anyways.
All right, well, Paleo, this is your panel.
Yeah, Paleo.
Yeah.
So lead us off.
So yeah, this is How to YouTube. We're just gonna talk about our channels and then
How to YouTube.
how do we maintain channels and
how to
then-
grow a YouTube channel
and
and
like
stay
give
consistent.
out advice.
Add water.
Okay.
And we'll be answering
Q&A
questions. If you guys have questions, I guess you
So
can.
yeah, I guess
your
we'll
hand.
introduce ourselves. Race, what do you do?
What do I do? Oh, the question everyone always asks and nobody ever figures out. So my YouTube channel is probably best known for the Bronies React series, but I do a whole bunch of stuff on it. I do vlogs, convention vlogs. If you've seen me running around with the camera, that's what I'm doing. Anyone here watch the con vlogs? Yeah. Awesome, my people. So I've been doing that since the first convention I ever went to back in 2012. And then, also do, just like I said, a whole bunch of random stuff, the low budgets. That's a demolition derby series that we have where we paint up cars like ponies and then crash them. And it hurts. But just kind of a mismatch of a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I started doing like pony stuff on like a different channel, and then I started doing movie reviews, and I started doing like podcasts and stuff. Currently, I'm doing a podcast with Jackson Saber, actually also on, called Toon Clash, where we take like a bracket of cartoons of a certain category and pit them against each other.
Yeah, that's super fun.
Yeah, that's
In
been
a
fun
fight
to do.
the death?
Yeah, it is. It gets pretty vicious between us. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on Nicktoons right now. there's like a few episodes that haven't been recorded yet, but they will be soon.
Yeah.
Oh, I love YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Especially Nickelodeon. I'm hoping to move to Hollywood so I can work there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
voice acting and animation and stuff.
Yeah.
I still love your Rainbow Dash glasses.
Yeah.
Is that what they are? Are they glasses? Is that
Yep.
cool?
Yeah. And then Jax, what do you do?
What do you do, Jax?
I'm a YouTuber thanks to this one right here who made me have a creative spark because all I did before was the very things. And on my channel, I do a series called Oh, Here Comes the Drunkard. Everyone cheer him. There we go. Yes. Woo! Our friends, the lovely, amazing Saberspark, highest class of all.
Well, he is our friend. I don't know how
Oh,
much
yeah,
I'd go with
exactly.
the other descriptors.
But yeah. Okay, I bet. And so anyways, on my channel, I do a lot of fitness stuff, but I do it like with fictional characters. I have a series called Tough Like Tunes where I make workout routines based on like fictional characters from like anime, video games, cartoons, various stuff. I just do a bunch of fictional stuff like that. And it's really fun. I'm like helping people just like figure, you can train like your favorite characters or get like bodies or athletic like them. And it's really fun to do. I also do a series on my channel where I do analyzations. Yeah, exactly. And I do analyzations because I'm a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer, strength coach for the last since 2009. Dang, yeah, a decade now. So yeah, I always get recertified every year. So I do this thing on my channel where I analyze fictional characters' training routines, and I just see like, all right, how effective would this work in real life, or would it just kill you? Or how would you die?
The series is called like What Would That Work Out?
Yeah,
right?
would that work out? Yeah, it's fun. So it's super fun. And then I just do various other stuff and with these guys. And then of course our boy here, Mr.
I'm the boy.
800K almost. Yeah.
Hi guys.
Yes.
How y'all doing today? Cool.
We already asked them.
Yeah,
that.
we are so.
Yes.
I forgot. I'm so sorry, Dad.
You're fine.
So who thinks they traveled the furthest to get here?
Are you happy to hear us clap?
Are you having a good con?
Waffles or pancakes? But yeah, my name is Saberspark. I make cartoon reviews on my channel. It's fun. I've been able to make a job out of it. I get paid like $7. It's cool.
Yeah.
Some of your videos, they're pretty cool.
I haven't
You
seen
burned your
any
money. I paid you off to say that, actually. Thank you. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. Thank you. I was. I'm
from Georgia.
But yeah, Georgia's where I grew up from 96 onward to like 2016. So Waffle Houses, yeah,
yeah.
that's like our institution. Did you ever see how there was like they use the Waffle House to actually gauge like how disease spreads out throughout like Georgia and like isn't it something like that?
Severity of natural disasters.
Yeah, it's like the Center of Disease Control is like, we'll use the Waffle House to gauge it. And there's that one, yeah, there's that one, that's really cool. There's that one infamous photo where it has like the people from Waffle House, and they're like, we're keeping our eye here on the hurricane that was coming through at the time. And they all look super official, and folks are like, why does Waffle House have a weather like team? That looks more competent than our own government's team. So, yeah, I make videos.
Yes.
About Waffle House. But all
What
right.
ruined Waffle House?
What ruined Waffle House? Health inspectors.
Yes.
Saber, tell us about your YouTube channel. So Waffle House.
Waffle House.
People make rip on Waffle House, but I'm like, it's just Waffle House. Leave it alone.
Is it good? I've never been there.
It's Waffle House is like when it's 3 in the morning.
It's drunk food.
Yeah, and you're ready to
Okay.
make one more mistake before the day is over. You go to Waffle House.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like time stops. Like I went to a college in Georgia, and there were 2 Waffle Houses right across the street from one another. Like I'm not joking. Like right across the street, and when you stand between them, like there's like a black hole that opens up. It's amazing. But
So, Saber, you actually had a video that came out today.
yeah,
About Waffle House.
About Waffle House. It was great. No, I did a video today about something called the Queen's Corgi, and people I was surprised how many views it got. It's almost at 500,000 at the moment, which is like one of my best performing videos.
Yeah, dang.
Thank you for watching it. You're one of those, 500,000. But
Anything like
Forget about your video. The guy wants to know about Waffle House, right?
No, IHOP's a bit nicer than Waffle. Waffle House is like you walk on the sticky ground, like like you feel like the
You
syrup.
can walk on the roof.
Yeah,
It's like a movie theater floor.
Yeah, exactly. I find Denny's be kind of in between Waffle House and like IHOP.
burgers though.
Yeah, well, didn't IHOP like recently do? Someone's walking past like, here's a YouTube panel, and we're talking about like breakfast restaurants. Like, well, in my opinion, you know, Chick-fil-A chicken biscuits are the bomb, which they are. Try it with honey.
Red Lobster biscuits though.
Those are cheddar biscuits, right?
The cheddar biscuits. Those are good.
But how many of you all like potatoey French fries? I'm curious.
This is all going on a YouTube video, which goes into with our panel.
How many of you guys prefer like crispy French fries? Like, because it comes down to, because I see people fight over it, like what's better, and it's like
Food is food.
It's food is food. It's subjective.
Yeah.
So who cares? Waffle fries, yes, that's pretty damn good. Waffle fries are really good.
But some people prefer pancakes over waffles. Explain that to me, Saber.
See, I've been. Excuse me. Speaking of waffles,
I hope everyone's really feeling like they're learning a lot about YouTube right now.
let's keep talking about Waffle House.
Yeah,
Let's keep it going.
So Saber, how does a video like yours like blow up?
Yeah.
Well, first you go to Waffle House. So no, the video. So YouTube is such a fickle mistress. Like in the sense that there's so many ways you can go about it. Like no one's case is really. It's never like here's the standard how it's done all the time for you no matter what. It's like no, take into account first off what kind of artist are you in the sense of like what are you content even providing? How long is that content? Is it like high impact like animation, or is it you just sitting in front of a camera talking to people in your audience? Okay, is your audience going to be people who are interested in tabletop gaming or news or politics or making fursuits or cartoons? It's so many different that's humanity for you. But there's not just one type of us where it's like it's only sports all the time. It's like no, there's so much content out there.
You got to find your niche.
Yeah,
There's a guy I follow called Clayton. And
From Tarzan?
No.
Welcome to my gorilla channel.
No. He makes exclusively Jurassic Park videos. And,
Okay, well
yeah.
there you go. That's a niche. And the thing is, you don't have to do it. It's my advice. I'm just hit the Broderick right now, and I think you guys can also like testify. Where it is so rare to find a content creator who goes, "I know exactly what I want to do, and this is how I'm going to do it." It's like, well, good luck, because most likely you're going to try, you're going to fail, and then you're going to learn from your mistakes, and then take it from there.
Yeah, because I looked at like his older content. He was doing like a bunch of other movies, but Jurassic Park is the one that caught on, and that's his favorite franchise. So he's like, well, I might as well do that.
You go with what sticks. Because, I mean, in this day and age, we're starting to see, like, I remember, okay, here's a story. I was at this fall festival last, like, October, and I was there with my family, and I was in line for some, like, I forget, some kind of game. And behind me in line were these two, like, maybe 11-year-old boys who were on their phone, and they were talking about, like, Fortnite and stuff like that. And then my little sister, who's like, oh, by the way, my brother here is YouTube famous, where it's like, oh, shut up. Like, I don't even believe that. And they're like, oh, cool, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, well, I make YouTube videos. And they go, cool. And I'm like, well, I have a question for you guys. Like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they're like, oh, yeah, Twitch streamers. And I'm like, that's so interesting, because now we're starting to see that wave of, it's not just doctors or soldiers or police or, you know, chefs or whatever. It's like, no, people are legitimately going, I want to make videos or stream. And you can actually really succeed doing that.
I want to make ASMR videos.
Or like, you know those people who make the mukbangs where they just eat food in front of a camera?
That is so
That is very weird.
YouTube is an animal. Like you got ASMR, you got the food stuff, you got little kids playing with dolls, and
get millions of dollars a month.
One of the most successful YouTube channel is just a kid and his family opening up toys. That's it.
Yeah, because it's window shopping for other kids.
Yeah, I have 3 nieces and a nephew, and they love that stuff.
Remember when you were a kid and you would like look through a Sears catalog? And,
Oh,
like,
God,
all the
yes.
toys?
And you would see like the action figures, and you'd be like, I want this one for Christmas.
It's like the toy aisle at the store.
Yeah, the YouTube, like looking up YouTube videos of those toys is like the new.
It's
thing for
digital
that.
aisle shopping.
Digital window
or window shopping. Yeah. So that all being said, like, how many of you are aspiring content creators on the web? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Yes, good on you. Now, Now,
Go ahead.
this is what I would say, because like this is
Give
something
up
Jeff
right
always-
now. Just throw away the dreams. Just
Yeah, just get out of here. Okay, but anyways, like it's something Jeff always bring. I mean, race. Why did I say that? Yeah, but anyways,
Who's Jeff?
Yeah, exactly. But like, this is a mistake that some people make. Is they're just like, I really want to do this, and so they just go like, oh, I've got this amazing job that pays this, or I don't like my job. It's like not fulfilling me, and so they go, I'm just gonna quit it and do YouTube full time, and that is a real double-edged sword in the sense because like first off, you don't know if you're gonna be successful or not. Like it has to be like someone's just gonna click. You like should do YouTube for fun first. Like it's just like, oh, this is a fun little hobby I'm doing. I'm having fun with it, passion, and then maybe it'll catch on.
I see a lot of channels who get frustrated because like they're like it's not clicking, it's not working, and that's frustrating when you have tried. 'Cause there's a channel. Oh God, it's
There we go. Here we go.
There's a channel called Black Griffin.
Channel called Back Griffin.
Why are you walking like a cowboy?
What kind of autographs were you just signing, Gabe?
My favorite kind.
What's his favorite utensil?
Man, tell you what, man,
Ladies and gentlemen, Black Griffin.
Black Griffin's
joining
in the
us.
building.
Tell us about how you're successful on YouTube.
Yeah, tell us.
Gabe.
It's a puppet.
Gabe, what's your channel
What
about?
I've discovered.
Gabe, what's your channel about?
My channel reviews cartoons. Just kidding. I have a channel that's about trying to get money by making videos.
Literally after you just said.
Okay, so no, my channel started out like I was doing animations, and then I started doing music, and then I kind of started doing like impressions and stuff like that, and people liked that, and then I started doing song covers, and now I'm doing music again. So it's about whatever I feel like doing, and hopefully my audience doesn't hate me for it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what you do. But like, what you do? What I was saying with that, what you just said, it goes along with what I was saying. Like, some people make the mistake of just going, I'm gonna quit my job and do this full time just because they want to just make money.
When I had a job.
Yeah, exactly. So you gotta make sure you have a job. Because I remember for me, because like now, like I can say this like proudly, like I have like 300K subscribers, but it was like I worked for them because like I remember I used to work at Burger King. Like, I worked there for 6 years, full time.
Barista at Starbucks.
Yes. So I would work there. And I was just like, I hate this. I was also going to college full time too, and I was just like, I really don't like this, but I'm just gonna just do a video every week. And then like Paleo actually has like a great video on his channel on like top 7 ways to grow a YouTube channel, and like I actually watched that. Like I took notes like religiously on that, and I did it. So like what I did was I made sure to I want to try to get back into this. I made a consistent schedule of when I would upload my video. So for me, it was every Saturday 10 a.m. because I like Fox Kids, growing up, like Saturday morning cartoons. So I would like do that every Saturday 10 a.m. and then go to work throughout the week. And then one day, like after like because I did it consistently, it like I think it was like 9 months, like some just took off, and then I got a big boom, and I was just like, okay, now I got the flow going. I'm not gonna miss my like little window of success.
You are
like,
going to screw up and make
you will.
mistakes, and you're going to throw so much content against the wall and see none of it stick. And then and one day you're going to wake up and be like, hey, this video got 10,000 views in the last hour.
You remember Fox Family Channel?
Yeah, I actually do. That was a good time.
I want to say every entertainment career is like this though. Everyone that I've ever been involved in, voice acting, music, YouTube, it's pretty much about luck. Trying it's luck,
like,
but it's determination.
It's a numbers game.
Yeah, doing like hundreds of auditions.
Yeah, totally. Oh yeah, I book maybe 5% of the auditions that I go for. And so the key is to make your video or make your audition, work as hard as you can on it, and then forget about it and focus on the next project. Because if you're dwelling on, am I going to get a callback? You're going to get discouraged.
That reminds me. I went to the panel from Charles Martinet at MomoCon, the voice of Mario, and he said like the reason that he got into voice acting is because like he did some auditions for a play he was doing at his college, and he didn't get the part, even though like he knew in his heart that like he was the best one. He's like I wanted to be an actor because that pissed me off.
Yeah. Okay. So I have some motivation from frustration with being turned down as well. Like people for whatever reason, I feel like there's two different people that respond differently to criticism. Some people, when they're told you'll never be good enough, they go, "You're right." And some people, when they're told you'll never be good enough, they'll go, "I'm going to show you."
Show you.
And that's kind of the person that I am. And I feel like in entertainment, that's a lot of times the personality that you'll meet is somebody who is tenacious, and if they're told that they can't do something, it just makes them want to do it all the more.
Nothing gets me more fired up than seeing a video tank. When I see one of my videos tank, I'm like, I am going to knock the next one out.
My most viral video came from when they went through and claimed like everything. And I went from making like $300 a day to like $70 a day. And I was like, nope. I need to figure something out that's going to do really well.
Yep.
And that's what...
It really comes down to, it's like you have to maximize your luck by just keep adding it.
Yeah, keep adding it. Like, just keep putting yourself out there. Because, like, some people will, like, some people also get frustrated because they'll see other people who are, like, really...
Talking about.
Sorry, he had something in his teeth. I wanted to not let people
Thanks for being discreet, Steven. Thank you.
No, but, no, well, what was I saying? Yeah, so basically... I'm laughing now. Give me a second. I what I was saying was, some people will see other people do something similar to them, and just for some reason, their luck bug will hit them and be like, "Hey, I've been doing this later than you, and it took off, so now I'm doing great." And then it's just like, "Oh, what the heck?" And then they'll like start resenting them, like, "No, I've been doing this long." It's just like, no, you just focus on what you do and wait for your luck bug to come on, because it is really a thing of just like, all right, this needs to hit right there. Because like, to me, I still say like, if that one video didn't hit, I could probably still be just working a gym, working part-time.
All you have to do is just sacrifice to the YouTube gods.
Yeah. Kalima. Just like do that.
I mean, you talk about like sometimes determination also just sits in the fact that like sometimes you'll just meet somebody who's like, "Hey, I got more subscribers than you," and you're like, "Oh, for now." which I mean, the big thing too, I feel like whenever you are working on YouTube is to keep it in perspective that sometimes you'll see channels are for some reason a little bit more inflated with subscribers, and it's hard to figure out why.
Yeah, because like the content is stagnant and they don't have like as many views as like they should.
But what's nice is having an active audience, even if it's not big, is having that group that's like, heck yeah, here comes another video. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, like essentially, because I know that this is a topic we often get into with the YouTube stuff, is it always helps when you get into it for yourself, because you're like, you know what, I want to make these videos.
A couple of channels that blew up recently is our friend Cosmo.
Yeah, our friend Cosmo.
Yeah, our friend Cosmo. He's been making videos about like cartoon stuff, and he did like these videos about ranking the SpongeBob episodes per season, and those really took off. And then he started doing this series called "Oh Yeah, Blank is a Thing," or was a thing, and he covers all this like almost sort of forgotten. Like,
for sort of forgotten. Like he'll cover stuff that's very like
it's like fringe animated content where it's like, oh yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't done Quest for Camelot yet. I feel like that's like right up his alley.
Yeah, he'll probably do something like that.
I thought of a good excuse for why I'm late. Whenever you guys want to hear it.
Oh, I want to hear it.
Okay, it's actually the truth, but I didn't really think that I could get away with it, but I totally can.
Tell me.
I was about to head down, and Mitch is like, "Wait, Gabe, you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel." And I was like, Yes, that's happened as well.
But what happened with Mitch?
Larson's like, "You have to subscribe to my YouTube channel." I'm like, "I have to go. My people need me." I'm exaggerating a little bit here, but he totally said this. And he's like, "Wait, I'm just going to find it, but you have to subscribe to me." And he's like, "You're going to be amazed. Your mind's going to be blown." And every time I try to walk away, "Didn't this happen?" He would go, "Your mind's going to be blown by this." Yeah, I'm talking to my handler right now.
Who is completely ignoring you right now.
Hi. Remember when Mitch was like, "You got to check out my channel," and that's the reason I'm late, right? Yes.
Well,
it's
everyone
Larson's
together,
fault.
Thanks, M.A. Larson.
I hate that guy.
Okay, there we go.
You're like, he didn't try to put wings on you.
Do you all have any questions for us? We will shoot the breeze, as they say in the world.
Oh, yes.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So
PewDiePie, Markiplier,
KSI.
Vsauce.
No, KSI.
Yeah. I love your Lambo, KSI.
Oh no.
Yeah. Fight.
T-Series.
Brother.
I'm ACRacebest.
Yeah, that's his.
ACRacebest.
Yeah, I'm Paleosteno. That's Paleosteno.
It should autocomplete if you type in Paleo.
Are you doing like those? Oh, for a second I thought you were doing this. I'm JaxBlade. I'm the JAX to the BLADE. Ain't no other. No.
Pony.
That's like That's like 2012 memes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Throwback,
You just
man.
posted cringe.
Holy crap. Immediately loses 100,000 subscribers.
My name is Saberspark. Spell it. SABERSPARK.
And what's your channel's name?
It's fun times with Saberspark.
That's what I had earlier.
You're Christ kids.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, touche. I'm Black Griffin, BLACKGRYPH0N, as the normal spelling.
Is your handle still Christ kids?
Yes, I have been fighting YouTube tooth and nail. Every time I get another million, I'm like,
You'll never
YouTube, how about
forget
now?
yours.
And they're like, nope.
You'll do is Christ kids.
This is what I literally asked last time. I was like, if you can get rid of the vanity URL, can you at least make the default /Black Griffin? I have that one. They're like, I don't think we can.
It's hard for YouTube.
They're just...
They're a small indie company.
Someone go out right now and claim the actual Black Griffin handle. No. And then sell it back to them.
I better do that.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God.
Buying a
Everybody
domain.
pull out their phones.
Yeah, everyone just
They're like,
Oh God, no.
I saw some other hands. I saw other hands. Nick from the hit movie Zootopia.
Yes.
So let's say you just started, you put up your first video, you got no subs, no nothing. How do you get the content out?
That's a double negative.
Would you?
How do you advertise your first?
So we got lucky with what we do because
The horse fame.
There's a little show that you might not have heard of called My Little Pony. Never. And so My Little Pony, for what it is, like I will always be grateful for the show and the fandom because it served as an excellent springboard into getting an audience. Because if you're like, okay, I'm gonna make pony videos, like there's already an audience that's hungry for that content, and it's like, okay, I made a name for myself doing that. Now I'll start branching out, and trying new things. And a lot of us actually, that was our springboard.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
My very first Tough Like the Tunes that took off, the guy like 100K was like Sonic and Rainbow Dash. And
But if I you continue.
How dare you? Go ahead, I will grant you permission.
Oh, thank you. Well, but yes, we got lucky with the springboard, but My Little Pony isn't the only springboard. I would say the reason that it worked for us is because we found a niche audience where people were hungry for content. So that's really what it is. It's about, there's a ton of competition if you're not specializing. So you don't have to do it this way, but I think it really helps if you can tap into stuff that already has a following that's hungry for content. So what I try to do, even with my following, if a big show comes out or a big episode of something comes out that everyone's excited about, I make a video relating to that in some way. And then it draws in people who are into that video, and that's how you start gaining your subscribers.
Yeah, that's what like Pele has a great thing he mentions is like hitting when the iron's hot, where it's just like
No, it's Paleo. I don't remember you saying that.
Hell doesn't even know what
Iron is.
you blockhead. Okay, yeah, but like when you like when in the middle of the periodic table. Yeah, but like when something like a show or something or a movie or something is out that you are interested in, and you're like, oh, I have an idea for that, then just like that's the ample time to put it out because like, oh, people are probably looking for this sort of thing, so that's where you probably get the views and stuff.
Plus, that's a good way to, because I mean, like Gabe, for example, with how many? You have like 300 subscribers.
400, Jeff.
400 subscribers. What is it though? Seriously, like how much?
I'm just about to hit 2.8 million.
2.8 million. But you're still working with that. You're still hitting into audiences that may have never seen your content before.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're doing a Game of Thrones video.
Yes.
Or you're doing, like you said, hitting up different series.
And you will always lose a percentage of your subscribers when you post a new video. That's just what happens. The goal is to try and bring in more new people than you lose.
Exactly. Like every time you upload a video, no matter what it is, you'll lose like subscribers. It's like, what the heck? Like I thought y'all liked this.
It's because they're fickle and teach their own. They're gonna go like this is what happens when you diversify in your content. Because the ultimate thing you can do for yourself as a content creator is get your audience hooked on you.
Yes, that's hard
as a creator, not the content, but the creator. It's hard to do because usually you have to reel them in with the content and then get them hooked on you as a person.
Yeah, that's That's what I was going to say with Cosmo and then Scott the Woz, because Scott the Woz.
JonTron does it. Markiplier does it. PewDiePie does it. These are people where like they have an audience that will follow them no matter what, because they like the creator. It's like a director. Like, oh, I love Spielberg. I will watch any movie he makes. Versus
Now,
like
how many people know the name of the director for, I'm trying to think of
A
random
movie.
A movie. Narnia, for example. Even Lord of the Rings.
Peter Jackson's a bit different.
Yeah, shut up, man. I was trying to make a point and I realized I'm wrong.
But we have people like Spielberg who can diversify big time from Jurassic Park to was it Saving Private Ryan his?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. It's like, this is insane. Like E.T. and people like, oh, he's a great creator. No matter what he's making, I will watch it. That is the ultimate.
That's the ultimate.
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan lost his subscriber base.
Lots of subscribers. But like, this is
Posted too much cringe.
This is something also to take into account here. Like, I would say there's about like 6 levels of like supporters you get. Like when
6,
you
huh?
like, because like okay, so it's like at the very top are people who are rabid. They love you no matter what you do. Like, I love you. You're like, yeah, they're rabbits. Like race right here. But like they love you no matter what you do. Like they'll love you even if you do something effed up, like Logan Paul in the forest with that thing. Like they'll just be like, oh, they just are so rabid for you. Then like below that, there are people who are genuine fans of you who just like, I like this person, I like their work, but I'm not so insane to be like, oh, this person can never do any wrong. They just like you for yourself. But then below that, you have people who only like you for a certain thing you do. So it's like, oh, I only like so-and-so for what ruined this. I only like Race for Bronies. I only like Paleo for his, cartoon reviews. I only like Gabe for his, songs and stuff like that. But like, there's those people who just like you for certain things, but they don't care about you as a person. Then below that, you have people who are a bit flip-floppy, where they go like,
well, like that video, subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be like, oh, I love him one day, but I hate you the next, and they keep flipping back and forth. And then below that, like the second level is like people who are just like fake. They don't like
Made in Abyss.
Yeah, no, they like, yeah, below that, there are people who are fake, and they act like, oh yeah, we love you, but then like if something bad happens to you, like, oh yeah, like I'm so happy that's happened to you, because they were acting fake the entire time. And then below that, you have people who just don't like you, who follow you. I hate this guy. I'm gonna follow him just to see when he fails.
That's typically a sign. It's typically a sign that you've made it on YouTube in a way when you start garnering the people that are like
instant dislikes whenever you upload.
Yep. Exactly. Like whenever you upload, it's just disliked. Didn't even watch the video.
Because like it's I mean, like, Gabe, you've got a fair amount of younger viewers who watch your content, and they would be, I think, a bit more casual.
Yeah, I would call them casuals. Yeah.
But that's still enough because you're keeping them entertained. Versus like someone like I guess I'd use someone like JonTron for an example, where it's like not only does John have a lot of subscribers, but they all love him, and they will support him.
And
no
they'll post
what.
whatever he posts. If they see his face, they'll click on it. My face doesn't get views. My look at this character I'm imitating, that gets views.
Your eyeliner.
You just have to cosplay every video.
Right now, Gabe's challenge, it's so funny because he's on his way to 3 million subscribers, and yet he still has a challenge before him, and that is to get his viewers hooked on him as a brand, not the
And
content.
it should be so easy because it's Gabe, because he's just like the perfect android at everything he does.
The problem, that's the upside to going up quickly, though, is
yes.
You guys, thank you. But no, it's the biggest downside to going up quickly. I've had like this time last year, I was around I think 400,000, and so I've just it's been very fast because I've figured out something that works for me.
YouTube's algorithm loves you.
The algorithm does. The people don't yet. It takes time for people to get to know you, and that's the battle that I'm fighting right now.
It's also really difficult because you see channels burn out quickly, and that sucks because once you burn out, it's like really hard to come back. Then you got channels like, like I will take 10 dedicated viewers over 100 any day, because you can count on those 10 viewers to get you through, especially for streaming.
Yeah.
We can keep going off on tangents, so I want to get back to the question.
That's how Twitch streamers.
Wait.
Yeah.
Can I bump off of that real quick
go
to
for
say
it.
that? Like this is something you want to take into account whenever you're making like your videos and stuff like that, because some people will say like, oh, I'm only getting this many views and stuff like that. Like that, don't focus on that. Focus on like if you're in a room and then like let's say like for this room there was only like 3 people who walked in, and then you keep looking at the door and thinking, oh, are more people come in? If you give those 3 people your utmost attention, like the best quality you can, then those people go, oh, that was a really great thing, and then they'll go tell other people, and then you like just, it builds your character and also builds you as a content creator.
All right. So yes, question.
You drunk or anything?
I want to see what you thought of Rumi, talking about your impressions video, and if you saw it influx of subscribers after that.
Okay, so Rumi and I have actually been friends for a while. We talk quite a bit, mostly on Discord. But he, it's actually funny. The first time he reached out to me was like 3 years ago, and he was mad at me. He's like, "Hey man, is it weird to think that I should have gotten some credit on your impressions videos since you copied my format and title and yada yada yada?" And then I said, "Actually, dude, I noticed this video, this came out before you released. I wasn't trying to copy you. What I was trying to do is write a title that was the first thing that popped up when you search voice impressions. Because if that title is working, you mimic. That's, hello, impressions are mimicry to begin with. You mimic all the way down the algorithm. So, but I apologized, and I said, I'll give you credit in the next one. Even though it's, yeah. And then he chilled out a little bit after that. I think, I don't know, he was just maybe like, I don't know what it was. But he chilled out after that, and then we started talking, and I was like, oh, actually, he's a pretty cool guy. And then when I added music to the one, I actually asked him before I did that, I was like, so I did see that you already did this, I want to try it, see if it works for me. And he's like, absolutely, go ahead. I did it, it did really well. And then he messaged me and was like, do you mind if I react to it? And I was like, absolutely. And then he's like, oh, you can react to mine too if you want. And I was like, I do react videos. But
I'm obligated to Bronies react. Sorry.
But we're working on stuff right now. Actually, Nate's producing a bunch of his new music. My brother, Basic. And we were working on a collab. Actually, I can play it for you because it's not actually ever going to be released. Maybe I can't play it because maybe I won't find it. But I'll try to find it. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I knew it was going to happen. If it had surprised me, I probably would have been more like, whoa. But like, he told me ahead of time. He asked me if he could do it, and that's just the way he does things. He likes to ask, and that's why that's probably why he was annoyed that I didn't ask. Because even though I wasn't copying him, he felt like it was a copy, and that made him kind of go, hey man, give me some credit, bro. So I did next time, and everything's cool.
Talking like Erwin from frickin' Grim and Mandy. Like, hey man, you cover my content, yo. Come on, bro.
Do I have any questions over here, by the way? Yes?
I have a question. Why is Saberspark titled Saberspark? I've always wondered why me and my sister who just turned 15, me and my sister who just turned 15, June 10th. What is it?
Happy birthday to her.
Yeah.
Belated.
So much. We've always wondering why is your channel called Saberspark?
It's a story.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I was trying to get the...
Get out of here.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. I don't get upset.
YouTube account, I can't get back into it.
I hear ya.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, you were talking about people being hooked on you or whatever. I'm saying like me and my sister are definitely hooked on
Oh, thank you.
like watching.
Thank you.
See, I'm hooked on phonics.
So just to make sure, one of the questions you asked was how I got my name.
Yeah, why did you title your channel Saberspark?
All right,
Oh wow, it's because he's dumb.
story time.
Oh wow, it's because
Like, this is a really dumb story.
I suppose it's also not as dumb as you think. But like, started off 2004. I played World of Warcraft. I wanted to call myself Scuba Steve. That was taken. So I'm like, well, what rhymes with Scuba Steve? I guess I'll call myself Saber Steve. And that was my name. And then I made a YouTube account in 2007. And I'm like, Saber Steve. And they're like, it's taken. I'm like, what? Saber Steve's taken? Okay. Saberspark. It was available. And then I got into the pony stuff in 2011, and I'm like, I'm going to change my name to Professor Pony.
If only.
I was going to start another channel, which I did for Professor Pony for like 0 subscribers. And then I had my project, and I was going to upload it to that channel, but then I'm like, well, Saberspark channel already has 100 subscribers or so I'll just upload it over there instead. Thank God. So that's how it came to be. It all derives from the name Scuba Steve.
Is it from that movie Big Daddy?
I think so.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch the movie. I just remember kids in my school were like, Scuba Steve. I'm like, this was pretty cool.
Wait, people called you that
Do you
in
scuba
school?
dive?
No.
Oh.
I wanted to. I remember when I was in middle school, I talked to my English teacher, and for some reason, I was obsessed with the word or name Roger, and I wrote my name Roger on a spelling test, and she's like, "Who's Roger?" I'm like, "Miss Johnson, my new name is Roger," and she's like, "No, it's not, Steven."
And you just start talking as Roger from American Dad.
I space Stan. No, but I remember just sinking in my chair because I was like, "Oh, I thought that would go over well." Like, what's that? Yes, it is.
So you wanted to be Roger the alien, but in reality you are.
I wanted to be Roger the alien back in 2001. but yeah, that's how I got my name.
It's like iPhone or like what percentage of you have two iPhones right now?
I'm Pixel, Google Pixel.
I've got a Samsung Galaxy.
I got a phone.
iPhone XC, and I'm looking for that song.
I don't know what it is.
iPhone.
The one.
My name is important. What is my phone? iPhone. Yeah.
All right, I saw your hand up. Let's see.
Yeah,
let's get
Big
to
Mac.
For us older folk, what's your platform of choice before the
Oh, that's a good one. I like that question.
Game trailers. I uploaded stuff to game trailers.
A game trailer?
Yeah.
Is he talking about uploading or watching? Are you talking about uploading or? Okay, because I remember.
Because game trailers, like I used to watch content on that. Because remember, like Angry Video Game Nerd put stuff on his.
Yeah,
too.
no, because I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember where I saw it. It wasn't Game Trailer. It wasn't Newgrounds. It was some blue and yellow website that I cannot remember, but I remember I saw it.
X.
No, it wasn't that. I know what you're thinking of. That didn't even exist.
Does
back
anybody
then.
remember there was a
how would you know?
website?
I know.
There was a website, and I remember like telling my friends about this, and it was like, all right, so trust me when I say I'm not setting you up for something, but it was called bigboys.com.
Oh, was that the Break one?
It was, yes.
Break.com?
It became
Yeah, I remember Break.com. I used to watch stuff on Break.com.
It was fail videos.
Stupid
It was
videos.
just-
You remember that one?
Yeah.
Stupid
Yeah.
videos. And Homestar Runner. I love that.
for-
But you can't post anything there.
I posted on a website that recently actually died. YTeamND was my first home. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shut it down.
You're the man now, dog.
There is an archive. But
retro junk?
Oh yeah, Retro Junk. Yeah, because they had all the intros from like back in the 90s.
you
and
see
stuff
like,
like you saw
the watermark.
Yeah, because you saw the little watermark.
So
going.
YTeamND introduced me to like I forget what they were actually called, but like butt races or whatever. It was essentially.
Oh wait, butt racing is hilarious. It's like you take a shot and then you move forward. You take a shot
Take
and then
a
you
picture
combine
and it
the
looks like you're
pictures.
driving on the ground, and I made those. I made old ones with like family members. I'm like, all right,
Grandma, sit down. We're gonna butt race. I love my grandson. I love butt race. All right, questions. More. Yes.
Do you find yourself having to censor yourself for the platform?
Yes.
Oh God, yeah, dude.
They'll censor you
there was
for
this
you.
one time, like 2017, that I had because I had this whole series on my channel called Month of Halloween, where I like would make it like this is a training routine.
Month of Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. Where I would like make a routine of how to like train to fight like a slasher villain or. Like
I love that series, by the way.
Thank you
That
so
was a
much.
lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of people copy my idea now. I see it. Yeah, there's this guy, but it was funny. So,
Sorry,
anyways,
gosh.
because they were so gory, and I like covered myself in fake blood and all this stuff, and I would be like, yeah, we're gonna and do all this stuff. And like I noticed one day, it was at BronyCon 2017, because I did in 2016. They're like, all of these, I just saw these yellow dollar signs all through all of them, and they're like, oh yeah, this is not appropriate for you. This is not appropriate. And I was just like, what? And then like every time I would say like a curse word or anything like that, like they become more lenient now, but it would just be like yellow dollar sign.
Let me tell you
How
something.
did they even
Hold on. Let me say something for the record, because I see people asking about this. So the yellow dollar sign means your video's been demonetized, and a lot of folks think, oh wow, that's greedy. The content creators
Not demonetized means like it's partially
Revenue
it's not
sharing,
monetized
yeah.
worldwide. Like you can still get money from it, but it's
Red dollar sign is demonetized.
Yeah.
it's not getting as much.
If it's the
Let me
dollar
just-
sign with a slash through it, that
slash
means
through
it's-
it, yeah.
it's
Well,
demonetized.
so basically, YouTube's pretty unforgiving, where when they punish a video, not only will you probably start to lose money from it or get nothing at all, but the video will be taken out of the algorithm, so it's a dead video.
Yeah, it's
because
a dead
YouTube's going to go, well, we don't want to promote a video that's not making us money, so get out. And it's like, oh, thanks, YouTube. What's up?
There's a huge loophole to that.
Oh.
Your channel was demonetized to begin with because when I was about 14 years old or something like that, I told my friends, hey, click on my ad.
34th. Wow.
I'm permanently demonetized, and I'm not making money anyway. I just put copyrighted music on, and even if I swear, even if whatever, they claim it, they get all the money.
Okay.
And it gets promoted, it's in the algorithm.
Interesting.
That is clever.
That's that's some devious stuff. Good on you.
So all you guys have to do is demonetize your channels, idiots. Come on.
All right, so we see more hands going up. I see your hand. We'll get to everybody. Yes.
Do you think YouTube will ever screw up so bad that a significant market share of their market will go to a different platform?
Well, didn't they have that copyright thing come out where they're
there needs to be a website that will actually get to that point, because I thought VidMe would be promising. Since I really liked the interface of that, and one feature I loved from VidMe is that it showed you how many people were watching your channel at that current moment.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, oh, that's pretty neat, and that's a feature that I think YouTube should have. Yeah.
So just so you all know, YouTube for the longest time has not been profitable for the company, for Google. It's an investment because they realize that this is going to be the future, and it's getting to that point. They're just now starting to break even, but for the longest time they've been losing billions of dollars. But it's an investment. Just keep it out, and just keep it afloat a bit longer, and it'll stabilize. So VidMe went bankrupt. Vine went bankrupt. Was it Snapchat?
Didn't Vine get bought out?
Or something. I think Instagram introduced their version of Vine, and Vine was like, "Oh shoot, we're gonna lose." So a lot of these companies, it's hard. It is expensive. When companies start, you're losing money. You have to get it up long enough to stabilize. So I guess I don't think YouTube will screw up that hard. I mean, it'd have to be something devastating, or possibly something along the lines of the government saying no more content like this. Which I don't know.
What was that thing that they were saying?
Fair use, neutral.
That code, they were like, oh, and this year it'll take effect. Where it's if you upload any copyrighted stuff that's not yours, that they'll be like, oh, you have to go to the person who made that.
Oh, that's the thing for the EU.
Article 13.
Article 13. Yeah, that stupid thing. So if that went through, then it'd just be well,
I mean,
it's not YouTube's fault though. That's the thing. As frustrating as it is, it's the government. You've got to vote to fight for fair use and better content laws for, copyright.
YouTube actually intentionally stays out of it, which is one of the things that, yeah. So a lot of times if someone just erroneously claims, that's between you and the person who claimed. Now, you could win if you tried to sue them for the most part, but the biggest problem I keep running into is even though my content, a lot of it should be under fair use, I'm still getting flagged for stuff because if my lawyers went up against Warner Brothers lawyers,
you're not going to win.
I would not win.
Even if you win, you still waste of time. You're going to go bankrupt.
And they know you're not going to do that, so they'll be like, yeah, I acknowledge that you sang 2 seconds of this song and you changed the melody and you changed the chord progression and you changed the key and you changed the lyrics, but it sounds close enough to ours that we're going to monetize this.
Yeah, and what are you going to do about it? Go to court?
Exactly, literally that. So, you were actually helping with that for a while, but it got to the point where I just basically had to just.
And YouTube's like, sorry, we can't do anything because we have to wash our hands of this.
They can't get involved.
Now it is interesting because it's almost like with some of those claims, it's almost kind of like traffic court where you get a ticket and sometimes you show up in court to fight it, and all you need is the person who gave you the ticket to not show up, and then they go, all right. Well, what'll sometimes happen, because I've had a couple issues, with React videos or whatnot in the past, where I don't know how many of you know Little Shy, but Little Shy
is a blessing.
Yeah, and he's got this stuff down where he's like, oh, don't worry, I'll help you out. And a lot of times, if depending on what it is,
he's clever.
But when you fight it, there's certain companies that when you fight them, they'll just take you to that edge and then not do anything about it if it's a fight worth.
But then you got companies. I'm going to wrap this up so we can move on to the next question. So it's 7 hands. Disney, surprisingly, really chilled out.
Yep. It's they got so much money regardless. It's okay.
They could be so.
I think they
could be Viacom or something.
I think they understand the benefit of having their people free advertising
versus things like Nintendo, which even wonderful.
Nintendo changed their policies.
They're chilling out. Yeah. They're getting better. They're getting with the times. A lot of these companies need to realize okay, this is going to benefit us because it's free publicity.
They made
I won't cover any more Bruno Mars songs.
It was
they all get flat.
a couple months ago, I think.
Good on them. Yeah. So people can change. All right, next question. All right, we're going to work our way back, and we got about 10 minutes left. So yes, fire away.
So I've been making YouTube videos for about 4 years now, and
I barely break past 500 subscribers. So I'm not sure if I'm getting the algorithm wrong or if I'm
What kind of content do you make?
storytelling, pretty much.
Okay. Like just here's my life. I got hit in the face by a fish at school, and this is what happened, kind of thing. Like storytime animatics.
Kind of like I created a story about 5 years ago. 5 years ago, and I've been progressing, trying to perfect it, and
Okay.
I'll see.
Well, for starters, you said how many subscribers do you have?
Right now, 455.
That's not bad.
Imagine if 455 people were watching you, like at the room, like in the room, like you were just sitting down. 455 people. That's a lot of people.
Also, like, how often do the videos come out?
Right now, my most recent video which was a week ago, got 18 views.
No, I mean, like, how often do they come out?
Yeah, how often do you post?
I upload one to the week of Friday.
And you said this is like your own original content.
Pretty much.
That is hard to start off.
Yes.
It is insanely difficult to get people to notice you. Like, hey, here's something original. They're gonna go. We don't even. How are they gonna find you? So that's why, like, people who chase trends, it works initially to make a name for yourself.
Then you can start
And then when ponies kind of went stale for me, not stale, but like I guess plateaued for me. I'm like, okay, I don't have much to say. What ponies is cartoons? I'll talk about cartoons, and that gave my channel life again. So like for you, I'd suggest doing storytime stuff about, like, I don't know, Fallout, Star Wars, Halo, something that can bring people in, and then you kind of sneak in your own little content right there.
Exactly.
And see what sticks.
Yeah, like you transition off of it. Like
It is impressive that you have 450 subscribers from your own original content. That is not easy.
Really impressive.
Like make a story that's of something that's pretty much relevant. And
Yes.
Yeah,
And if you can ride a trend too, that's helpful. I mean, that's how Andy Mandapony got.
Tombstone, Mandapony, Markiplier.
You know, Bill Wirtz, all of his stuff was original, but then he made like a bigger video.
Reddit loved him. Reddit's a wild card.
Yeah, Reddit can like either help you or like tip you, because like if you put your thing onto like Reddit, it like may like some people, if it gets like a bunch of upvotes and it's like, okay, you got a bunch of eyes on your stuff, so that's new content for them. But like if you haven't, like it's just, and they may sink or whatever, but it's really just a fishing thing. If you put it on Reddit, it's just like, all right, did it get a bite? Or
one of our low budget TV videos. So I have another channel where we do all racing content, and there's a figure 8 race that Reddit found from Irwindale that had been up, and you know it probably had about 1,500 views. Reddit found it, and in a month, it's gotten over 500,000.
See?
What subreddit was posted on?
I don't remember.
Like a racing one?
I think so, yeah. But yeah, it's incredible how that kind of stuff can be a game changer. So,
all right, 7 minutes. You in the back.
I was wondering how you guys deal with personal burnout.
It is so
that's a good one.
It is so. It's so important to know yourself and know your limits, because it is like for me, I'm very ADD. I am an ADD person through and through, and it is so important for me to know when things aren't working, because like this information goes into my brain, but I'm not actually processing. It's worthless. So like pull yourself away, go for a walk, go do something, like play a video game, talk to a loved one, something.
Like a change of environment sometimes like helps me.
Go get some coffee. Yeah. You talked to me on the phone about that, but you're like, I have to go leave the house.
Yeah, so I have actually a hard time working in the same place that I relax. It just kind of creates a mindset for me that if I go in, like I can even be going for a walk and I'm really motivated, and I'll walk back into my room if I'm going to be doing my scripting or my writing in there, and as soon as I walk in the room, I just want to lay on my bed and play Bejeweled. And so it's like, you know,
40.
when I move to LA, my goal is I'm going to have an office where I work.
That helps a lot.
Where I sleep.
But that's a luxury too.
That is a luxury. That is because I know for me, like, because the thing that's stressful about YouTube things is you have to upload consistently for the algorithm to give you your shine and stuff like that. If you like take like a couple weeks off, depending on who you are, like like JonTron can go away for like 8 months and then get all this stuff up. But then like if you're just like a regular, like not putting anyone down, but like you're just like a YouTuber who's like, I upload weekly, then I stop for 3 weeks, then it's like it's hard to get that momentum back up. And then like for me, like I remember one time like I went away for like I think a week, and I had like mental burnout for 2 weeks, and like I started noticing like my sub count going down, and like it started messing with me. I had to turn off like my
YouTube had the audacity to make a tweet where they're like, guys, take a break, take a vacation. And it's like, shut up.
Yeah, shut
YouTube.
up. If you like let us do that, that'd be great. But the fact you
YouTube
have-
doesn't, because as soon as your content leaves the algorithm, they're like, okay, he's out, bring somebody else in. You're replaceable.
Now, it's something I've thought of doing, and I think some people do this, is where they'll just create a bunch of content at once and then schedule it out.
Which is also tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to do that. Yeah, because I know for my like month of Halloween, which was a daily thing. Like I remember I created like 5 videos in a day just to release them week, but then like I just started doing the day of. But it's still like a very thing for me. Like what I do is again what they said, change of environment, because I remember I had no video ideas, like none, 0. Then I like came back, I had like 6 fresh ones just from hanging with friends and stuff like that.
You're like in the shower. You're like, oh, I got an idea. You're like
No,
running.
like sometimes I literally like will wake up like at 1 a.m. and be like, I need to write that
Write it down.
Yeah, like
Write it
I have
down.
like so many video ideas in like a file that I'm just like, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
same.
I
My
need
Google
to-
Drive is full of ideas that are not probably never see the light of day.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, wait,
questions.
real quick, because I want to hit this from the non-full-time YouTuber side, so to speak, where there are a lot of people that do YouTube content also are doing. I have a full Monday through Friday job,
Plus your racetrack job.
and I work.
And I think you have a wife,
I work
too.
at a racetrack. I have a wife. Yes.
Yeah!
One of us did it.
But
Judy Hobbs.
what I've found that's helped me, because sometimes I'll look at how many videos I want to do. The thing that I've actually feel helps the motivation is
Cocaine.
making a
Sorry, my
Is make-
Stephen King was showing.
is making a schedule, because then I kind of have like a goal set in mind, like I want to get this done by this point so I can stay on the schedule. Do I usually stay on my schedule? No, not even close. But it's
Saberspark, I need your React footage by tomorrow. Takes 5 months to make video.
It's something that keeps you like, oh yeah, so this is what I want to do.
But it keeps
Like,
me motivated.
Yeah.
The Bronies React, for example, that I just released, I ended up working in an 8-hour day, and then I'm like, no, I want this video to come out this week. I worked 9 hours after my 8-hour work day, went to bed at about 3:30 or 4 a.m., but I
remember.
got it done.
Race is
I
a
called
very
you.
stubborn guy.
Oh, you didn't have to do. Thank you.
I'm gonna piggyback off of that. So, like, because one of the hardest things to do for content creators, because YouTube is very demanding, but like, a lot of the folks who get into the YouTube stuff, they'll be working at school or a job or a career or family or something. It is hard to find time to break away from that and work basically another job. But as soon as you find that momentum, like maybe bi-weekly, maybe once every month, try to put something else to keep gaining momentum. Because for me, it was around like late 2016, early 2017, where I'm like, okay, I think I got enough momentum where I can do this full time. And even then, I was barely making minimum wage from the YouTube stuff. But it was like, okay, let's take a shot. But yeah, I mean, it's a juggling act. And again, it is. We can give all the advice in the world to you all. It'll come down to you feeling it out and judging what works best for your life, your content, your consistency of what you make, things like that. All right, we got like 3 more minutes. All right, yes.
Go ahead.
Do you guys ever watch any acapella videos on YouTube? Like
Acapella?
Mike Tompkins or Mr. Dukes on Triforce Films or Pentatonics or...
I've watched Pentatonics. Yeah.
They're the ones.
Is like acapella kind of like a barbershop quartet kind of thing?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
Not like that.
What are you asking me? I'm sorry?
Yeah, like acapella is like singing and beatboxing, like multi-track, making mouth music.
That's cool. I saw that at Disneyland recently, but like they have acapellas, I think there.
Yeah.
But
the Navy has an acapella group called the Sea Chanters.
Really?
Yeah, it's super weird.
Man, Navy's weird.
They get paid way too much.
That's our government money.
We had a question over here.
Yeah, what kind of equipment?
Okay, I want to say this really quickly. Like people always
Last
make it
question,
seem
by the way, last question.
So people mistake that you need like a big like fancy thing. Like I need the biggest, most expensive microphone. I need all this stuff. If you have a phone like this, like literally a cell phone, you can literally use this. This has a pretty good microphone on it too. And like
I was like, give me my phone.
Thing is, like, I started making videos.
Right here. Take it.
But the thing is, like,
much do you want for
I started making videos in like 2006, and I was just doing like crappy music videos. But then I started like seriously making videos when like my laptop died. So I started making videos on a netbook and a Logitech microphone, and that's all I had. So
I will tell you right now, equipment's nice. Equipment does not make the artist. Good ideas, that is what you need. And because again, I started off using Windows Movie Maker and using a stupid like $10 microphone from Walmart. I still have, and I don't use it, but I still have it. But like you kind of scale upwards. We're like, okay, the content matches. Okay, let's upgrade the microphone. Like a Blue Yeti microphone, ladies and gentlemen, is a great investment. That is the Snowball for $40-something. But the Blue Yeti is $100. That is a good microphone, and that lasted me for like 3 years for getting my channel where it needs to be. So
I still use the AT2020.
there you go. Don't let people think you have to spend lots of money in equipment in order to be good, because a lot of folks will be disappointed
Just
by
buy
that.
this phone right here.
Yes, buy this phone right here.
A lot of things recorded in HD, and they can be cheap. So, yeah.
There you go.
You're welcome. Guys, thank you so much for joining me.
Subscribe to each of their YouTube channels.
So as a reminder, we keep mentioning it, but tomorrow we have a Who's Line. If you've never been to one, you don't want to miss it.
Why are you dying there?
Thank you, everyone.
I'm absorbing his